Oh, it's not going down because it's on here. Oh, I got it. Okay. And
Press cross button.
Press cross. Video game work. Okay, Joe, watch my live. I wanna say, oh, hey, Joe. Hey, what's up? Bum, bum. I wanna swing on a chandelier. I'm wait, 2 people are in my live. Aww. Thank you. Someone, if you comment goo, then I'll let you say anything you want in the comments. For what? Good boy, good boy, good boy. Josiah, good boy. You're a good boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're going in the game, guys. Okay, thank you. Soon I'll be 60. Guys, if you know this song, comment GUU. Comment, okay? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Oh my god. Okay, comment if you're in my house. Comment something. You're in it?
I was one of them. I was this one.
But there's 4 people. Who's the... Okay. Okay, Josiah, you're in my house right now. Okay. 4 people comment something. 4 people comment something. Like different people. Okay, 3 people are in my live. Someone left my live. I wanna okay. When I was 60 years old. That was 2 people in my life. Okay. I have 5 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12 minutes. Okay, 13 now, 14, 15. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I want to steal someone's car. Hi. Hey, girl. Aw, poor guy. Soon I'll be 60 years. I'm just gonna cross. If you would let me. Dude! I can cross the road if I want. There's no one here? Okay. Let's steal a car. The one person comment something. Comment GUU if you're still in here.
You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening in. They're listening to everything.
Okay.
But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization who uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so
Yes.
and as usual,
My
we'll keep
if
everyone
my brother is in
safe.
here,
So
so
come
he's gonna love this car.
Ian was a veteran political writer and broadcaster back in the days.
This is so cool. I've never had one of these before. Who are you? Then who is that?
Control of the individual. The desire to basically say
It's not Savvy.
nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation. And the only meaning that you will find is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? A nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth. But that's what they go for. On that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life. Who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one another. But that isn't that rare. I mean, this was exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany, there were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Italy?
We're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated. And what we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, there's a company
No, I'm not gonna
that's
shoot.
very interested in
Wait, should I crash into them?
and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments, and then
Daddy,
suddenly...
yes, it was.
Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there. Companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way, from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here, is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it for the pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system to sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than just the money you're spending. And this can have a profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours. And this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points. And then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all the data that has now helped us.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm Tash and you've been listening to Buckingham. Keep listening, keep sharing the show, and keep it encrypted. They're watching us, but we're watching you too.
And why did you come to Great Britain?
There is war in my country.
Some refugees have legitimate claim.
My whole family was killed.
And it's our job to find them.
We're going to grant your application to stay here. Welcome to Great Britain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we don't just protect borders. We protect lives. Sirs. Security through care.
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London. You're here with me, Tash, on Buckingham. Your thoughts for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our telephones, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do fits the big data loop. Why are data giants like Blue so eager to hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens if capitalism is invested? One. As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buckingham. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and
Negative.
You can move them in
No sign of suspect.
directions.
Over.
Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records.
Can anyone see the suspect?
every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviours, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buckingham, keeping the resistance informed. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore, anyway? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
it's very impressive.
Weight.
People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mist.
Or maybe they just meant 98% of one specific Londoner who bought shares in Bloom before its tentacles grew into every crevice of the country. I mean, this is not just any old poll, you should say that. This is not any poll. This is an official poll, right from the very heart of government. It's not a knock-off fake poll of an elderly couple and their mangy old dog sitting on a bench waiting to die. This is an official poll. So let's just put those words, official poll, through an online translator in case you didn't study languages. They find what it actually means. Made up lie. There we go. Got to clear that up. I think it's fair to say, entirely trust these official polls. They feed us, Alice. I mean, they could publish an official poll saying that over 99.9% of children like ice cream, and I would instantly assume that all children now hate all ice cream and would prefer to eat a bucket of gravel mixed with dead badger. They could publish an official poll saying that 10 out of 10 cats prefer cat food to being whacked with a tennis racket, and I would assume that all cats have gone vegan and were queuing up outside Wimbledon meowing choose me.
Control, I've lost the
I trust
target.
these polls as much as I trust someone recommending a movie that they watched during a breakup. Your judgment is impaired, Sally. I'll make my own decisions.
I trust those polls as much as I would trust Mary Kelly if she came up to me and said, "Congratulations, Andy, you've just won a free holiday to the south of France in the back of this windowless van."
I think official polls are like the unsolicited dick pics that government provides us. I didn't ask for it, but it's on an angle, you artificially inflated it ahead of time, and anyone that falls for one deserves all the disappointment of trying to match it to reality. These polls are absolute rubbish, Andy. I read one the other day that said the plumbing in London was good, and it absolutely... There's technology now where they can spy on my every bowel movement. There's a CTOS camera installed inside my underwear drawer. A media drone is scaring the birds off my garden bird feeder, and you can't get me consistently hot water.
Speaking of media drones, they're everywhere, clearly. The great thing, I guess, about media drones is that, as inanimate robots, they actually have more humanity, compassion and dignity than the human journalists we used to have to put up with a much more accurately calibrated moral compass. But it's the intrusion I can't stand, Alice. I'm in showbiz. Look at me here in this windowless dungeon. I'm in showbiz.
At this point, they've installed so many CTOS cameras, I'm not sure whether to put the new ones on top of the old ones, just watching other cameras, social media influencers
She loves my mama when I love her, love her. Cause I'm gonna my God. But you like my mama when I love her, love her. I wanna kill people. I'm just going crazy.
Yeah, but today, if you point at the bird shit on your car window and say it's a...
No, the cops are coming! Move! I'm dying. I'm dying.
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition.